All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes are the root cause of Boudoir low-click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL was 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So that's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that 3,700 bucks a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the 3,700 bucks a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only 6,300 bucks a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it is wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 1,600 bucks a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So 8,600 bucks a month in savings. Literally, what's that, 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in, Saw his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate $6,700 in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at $3,300 a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasted 37%, wasted 84%, wasted 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. So going to diagnose this one. We're going to see if it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So what I'm seeing now is we got the below creative cluster mistake. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we're trusting what Facebook recommends us to fill out when we create our ad is the best thing for us to fill out instead of the best thing for Facebook to fill out. When in actuality, filling all this stuff out hurts us, causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. And when that happens, pulls our unique CTRL under 6% and increases the probability that, increase the probability of BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And on the back end, the more women that scroll by our ad per unit time, the more ads Meta can serve per unit time, so the more money Meta makes per unit time. So that's why we never ever follow what Meta recommends us to do. Got the creative. All right, yeah, photo creative's fine. Finally, looking at the see more headline here. First 2 3/4 lines. Facebook newsfeed mobile. So we got Houston. This is it. Your final opportunity to book a boudoir session with me. Oh, before I move to Savannah, if you've been waiting for the right moment, this is your sign. All right, so yeah, we got 1 point of context. Yeah, 2 points of context. All right, so yeah, it's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe that we have enough context here to have the maximum amount of the correct women clicking on our ads, pulling our unique CTRL above 60%, while also having eliminating the wrong women clicking on our ads, which would be wasting our money and training the meta ad algorithm incorrectly. And so the consequence of this is way, way, way more women going to be scrolling by our ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability that we have, so increasing the probability that we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so overall, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has unique CTRL under 6%? Yes, I believe this is definitely a BLCS candidate. So if you're a Boudoir Facebook advertiser spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you decide, all right, I've optimized every other part of my business. I gotta pull some more profit out of this because there's inflation, prices going up everywhere, more boudoir photographers entering the market. I need to find some way to optimize the business, get more profit out of the business, stop wasting all my money. And you want to, I would say, save or eliminate, approximately $5,000 a month in boudoir. Facebook ad costs, literally just save that, approximately 60K in the next year, and still get all of the, our ad into the same number of women's brains because we'd be running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. So if you want all that and, get you on your way to become a #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Well, my DM's open. So when I'm actually doing intake for new patients, because right now my DMs are closed, but I will be doing intake for new patients